They said there'll be many mansions, I'm just grinding for my timeshare. Them devils ain't playing fair, they hunt you like bad pal. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. Or if you take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest, you won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand, just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times, and it's death do us part. No. So how you feel about this truth I done shown you? This ain't the like you think, little nigga. I should want even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fucking raise it. I pity those watching life as it goes by. Been giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. And puff smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead, it's all I know. Either fold or salute, my nigga. Salute, my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she leave me, say she wanna let that love go. So now let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want even your own people gon' disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah, yeah.
This pressure that comes with the block, you could end up inside of a box when you get your knob bust by a op after getting set up by a thought. Opportunity, it doesn't knock. No, that sound right there be the cops. Yep. And all of that stress that we talking still gets punched in the clock. You think I wanna sweep your floor from 8 to 4? Fuck, I wanna take your orders for when your favorite star got an Audemars that's worth more than mama's car. Type of shit make you wanna say fuck the law. When your rent's due and your piss poor, nigga, we don't even own our own corner store. So quarter waters cost a quarter more, huh? Wanna be an entrepreneur? We want sign checks. We want work for ourselves. We want own the nets. You're too much of a threat when you're on your own assets. So the only thing they show us is how to be an outlet. So we won't connect. They say hi like hola. Listen to Hova. Whip up a Rover. Been watching Power. Tommy and Ghost, bruh. So I need some powder. Fish scale and soda for 99 cents. It's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, Lord, make it make sense. Baking soda's only 99 cents. It's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, Lord, make it make sense. Yeah. You see, the money is a motive. Repeat my history, crack cocaine is like the motif. It's plain and simple, way back then my mother hustled. It's in my blood, so I feel like it's time to grind. Just like the times when niggas lied. Hold up, back then was the bad days. Motherfuckers push mad weight, I was a crack baby. Tell me nothing about my mother and the struggle. See, I love you and the fuckers trying to smoke what she hustle. Selling everything in the house, goddamn. She ain't give a damn about a spouse, goddamn. So my oldest brother had to man up, had to take care of us and the pigs with 4 kids. The one on the way with no clip, no food in the fridge, don't suppose shit. Got food stamps from the neighbors. Tile work, ain't asked no favors. Late night, he was shot bodegas. Over bread, it's a me, some mayo. Kool-Aid had about 4 flavors. And when time went to cash out, Aki lashed out. Told me he'd take food stamps. $15 for that kid, fuck all that shit. Then the young nigga noticed that it could be the coldest. Take back what they owed us. Whole world on the shoulders. No food in the kitchen but the stove work. $10 in the sack and he points to the back, say, let me get that soda. 99 cents. It's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, Lord, make it make sense. Baking soda's only 99 cents. It's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. shit straight. So I gotta go take out loans to go to school, to get a job, just to pay for the loans I took out in the first place. I'm looking at this arm and hammer like I should have a hammer in my arm right goddamn now. Shit ain't make no sense. Lord, make it make sense. Goddamn. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Hey, it's hard to repent. We gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense. Don't make it make sense. Baking soda's only 99 cents. 99. So not repent. Gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Shalom, Israel. We're the I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohanna. Right, and we're located here at 5261 Delmar Boulevard, Suite A. That's in St. Louis, Missouri. 63108. All right. So we have classes right here located at this location, 5261 Delmar Boulevard, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday nights from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. All right. Then we also have Sabbath service Saturday morning, all right, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. All right. Okay, so next Friday, Commander General Yohanna is doing it again. Now, you know, last month, the truckers had taken off, but other than labor shortages, which is, you know, Esau being just the devil that he is, you know what I mean? Esau is making it so hard that even truck drivers don't want to do their job, right? Like our oppressor is coming down on everybody, and that's why what Commander General Yohanna is doing is so needed, right? The food program here in St. Louis, you know, St. Louis, there's hundreds of thousands of families that Commander General Yohanna has personally helped just with this food drive, right? 1,300, it's like 13,000 pounds of food every 2 weeks, right? And again, that is this coming Friday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. right outside. Pull up, we'll fill up your trunk. All right, let's see. Anything else? All right, let's hop into class. All right, we're going to pick up where we left off with learning our vocabulary. So that way, you know, we can change this so we know how to start creating sentences, words, things like that. Let's go. First up, we have Jewel, which is Kalaya. Next, we have Join, which is Lawa. All right, after that, we have Journey, which is Nasai. All right, then Judge, which is Shapat. And then Judgment, which is Mashapat. Right? Right. And when you add Ma to the beginning of the word, right, it means of or from. Right? So a judgment in Hebrew would literally be from a judge or of a judge. Right? All right, let's keep going. All right, next up we have juice, which is isayas. All right, following juice, we have a key, which is mapathka. All right. Next, we have to kick, which is ba'id. All right. After that, we have kill, which is harag. The next word we have is kind. Kind is mayan. All right, next we have Kindle. Kara, King, Malak, Kingdom is Malak Wath. All right, Kiss is Nashak. All right, and a knife is Sakayan. All right. Next up, we have no. All right. KNOW. As in Hebrew, it's Yadai. Next, a lamp. Manawara. All right. Next, language. It's a Lashon. Right. Now, language as the word language just as itself, not as something that you're speaking. It's Lashon, right? But when there's action or force put with it, right, the wa is added. For example, another example of that would be the word Lord, right? The word Lord is Adon, right? And that's where in the Yiddish, when they try to say my Lord, it's Adonai, which is in Lashawan Qadash is Adunya, right? Because Adon is Lord, but when you are adding force with it and directly speaking to someone who is your Lord, it's Adawan. You add the wa in there to emphasize the force that it carries, right? Like, and as another example, the word alop, 1,000, right? But when you add a wa to it, you're signifying someone who's over thousands, right? And in the UPK, that is the word we use for generals, which was alawap, right? Simply by adding the wa to it. All right. So again, the word for just language as is lashon. Right. Now, when you're speaking about a spoken language, when you're talking about that or putting force behind it, it would be Lashawan. Next, we have the word last. Right. It's acharat. It's like an acharawan. All right. Acharawan. Next, we have the word law, which in the Hebrew, this is another word that they completely destroy, especially in those fake Israelite groups where they try to say Torah to make it sound like they actually know how to speak in Hebrew. In the Hebrew, law is Thawara. The law is Thawara, right? But in English, it gets translated into Torah. And again, this is how you can tell that Christians, right, they don't even understand what they're saying when they say that the law is done away with, but they have to follow the law of Christ. No, the law itself is just the law, period. The law of the Most High is the same law that Christ followed, right? So you can't do away with the Tawara, the law, because it just is what it is, right? And again, like I said, that is a word that is commonly misused, and you'll hear it a lot of times, especially when you're dealing with fake Israelites, because they say Torah, like adding extra emphasis in the wrong place somehow makes it more authentic. It doesn't. Actually knowing the words, what we teach in the UPK, the actual Lashawan Qadash, like that is knowing something. That is learning something. That is gaining knowledge. All right, let's keep going. All right, next up, we have lead. All right, lead. All right, and that is I.S.U.P.K. All right, next we got learn. Lamad. All right, Lamad. Next, the word to leave is Isa. So out here. Next, leg is Karai. Okay, so the word to leave, as in go away, is Isa. To lead, as in to be the head of a pack, the head of a group, it's that one is I.S.U.P.K. That is to lead, as in having some being someone to follow. That is lead. I.S.U.P.K. To leave is Isa. All right. Next up, we have letter. All right, letter. And letter is Maktab. All right. Maktab. All right, I'll leave it up. One more second. All right, and of course, if for some reason I wipe something away and you didn't have enough time to write it down, you can always pause the video. You can rewind, just to make sure you got everything written down. Because when we start doing the questions and the sentences and the full conversation, we're going to only be using words from this list. All right. And then from there, we'll be able to, add suffixes, pronouns. We'll be able to create words the way they're supposed to be from these bases. But we need the basis first to even be able to move to that. All right. All right, let's keep going. next list, we have to lie, as in to lie down. All right. It is shakab. All right. Shakab. Next, we have the word light. And that's awar. Awar. Next, we have lightning, which is barak. All right, barak. Next, we have the word like. All right, like. Or similar to, right? Like. Which is chaya. All right? Chaya. Next up, we have the word lion. All right. And lion is araya. All right. Araya. All right. Next we have lip. Lip is shapa. All right. Next word we have is little. Little. All right. And little in Hebrew is ma'ite. All right. Ma'ite. Next word is look. Look is mara'ah. All right. Next up, the word Lord. All right. The word Lord is Adon. Again, as for example, if you were saying the word if you were saying my Lord in Hebrew, it would be Adonyah. Right? You would add Yah at the end of the word, and Yah as a suffix means me or my Lord. Adonyah. Next, we have the word love. Love in Hebrew is ahab. All right. Ahab. All right. All right. Next up, we have mad or angry, right? Interchangeable. That is in the Hebrew, Qatazop. All right. Next up, man. Man is Ayash. All right. Then we move on to measure, or in the Hebrew, Madad. Next, we have medicine, which is Gaha. All right. All right. And last one for this class is meat, as in flesh that you eat. It's Mazawan. All right. Mazawana. Mazawan. All right. And with that, we're at the time. Shalom, Israel.